This time, Dictation. So we are carrying on with our input series of videos. We've covered everything you can do on the keyboard using the keyboard on the screen. Now it's time to explore some alternate methods. And this is sort of a crossover one because you can access dictation through the keyboard. Whenever you have a keyboard on the screen, as we do in this video here, you will see next to the space bar
1 space dictate,
a dictate button, which is visibly a microphone symbol. And you can simply double tap on this and speak, and your words will be turned into text. And you can then double tap again when you're done talking, and whatever you've said will be inserted. This is a test of dictating on the iPhone, full stop.
Inserted. This is a test of dictating on the iPhone.
It works best with short sentences, comma, and plenty of pausing to hear what you have done, full stop.
Inserted. It works best with short sentences and plenty of pausing to hear what you have done.
Now, of course, things like homophones are not very easy to check. You'd want to check on the spelling of here. It's pretty good. It sort of gets context, so it would have probably picked the right here based on to hear what, because that's not sort of here as where something is. But it's always advisable. I mean, so much stuff on social media, in emails I've got, is error prone because of dictation. I mean, English is one of those languages where there are words that just sound the same and are spelled differently and mean completely different things. So there is a reason to check what's been heard. You can say punctuation, as you heard. You can say things like new line and new paragraph to insert a new paragraph or a blank line. And you can also say things like capital if you want something to be in caps, or quote and unquote for punctuation, comma, full stop, semicolon, exclamation mark, question mark, all that stuff. You can even use hashtags, which is something those of you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. might appreciate. Let's give that a try. New paragraph. I am talking to my phone, exclamation mark. Hashtag very cool.
Inserted. I am talking to my phone. Hashtag very cool.
And if I now use
lines, words,
and I go back up one,
hashtag very cool.
That's one word. And if I use my
Characters. Hash.
It's the hash symbol.
VERYCOOL.
So it's used the appropriate
Lima.
hash sign. It's capitalized the V of very and the C of cool, which is exactly how you're supposed to write a hashtag, which is nice. One thing it does do, which is interesting, if you dictate a phone number, it puts dashes in, which is sort of the American way of formatting numbers as well. But they are still readable, so it's okay. As well as double tapping on the microphone next to your spacebar, you can also perform the magic tap. If you can think back to our 2-finger gestures, that's the 2-finger double tap anywhere on the screen. And by double tapping, you can turn dictation on or off whenever a keyboard is displayed. So you don't need to be necessarily focused on a letter or the spacebar. As long as you're in the typing area, you get those sounds, and that means start and stop.
Inserted and stop.
Dictation. So there are no other commands in terms of formatting or manipulation. You can't replace things it's put in. But you are able to insert text, insert punctuation, and discuss what you want to type. Obviously, there are privacy concerns around people hearing this. There's the issue of how efficient you can be with dictation. As you can probably gather, it's not my personal favourite way of inputting text at all. But it's quite handy if you've got no hands or if you're rushing around and if you're on your own. I wouldn't ever want to use it in public, and I would never use it for anything official. But it's very useful, very popular within the blind community and the sighted community, actually. And it's something that is very easy to access. It's something that your phone would have asked you if you wanted to be enabled or not when you set it up. And if you haven't, you'll have to go into your settings and turn it on there as well. So it's always available, as are all the other input methods, wherever a keyboard is shown on the screen.